Hey everybody, welcome to our YouTube special. I'm Mark and this is Richie, my assistant. And what we're going to do today is we're going to actually show you two really quick, simple candle spells.
That work.
Because candle magic actually for us is probably the most simplest form of spell casting and everybody could do it.
It's the most common form of magic out there.
You don't have to be a witch to perform it. You could be an everyday person, but what we want to do is we always want to make the candle magic fun.
That's the most important part about magic, because that's what makes your energy a part of it.
So what we did is we're going to take actually two really common spells, like I said. We're going to do love and money, because everybody comes to us, right? Everybody wants it. Everybody wants love. Everybody wants money. Nobody cares about anything else. But that's okay, because that enhances our lives anyway. That enhances our everyday life. I know one of these spells that we're going to talk about too in candle magic is the love spell, the man love spell. And I believe this is the spell that you did to get me.
I can't say.
I do believe you did, but we won't talk about that. So let's start, and we're going to talk about, this is actually a red-figured man candle, and they come in forms of men and women. And when we use red, red basically is Mars color. And what Mars does is Mars will bring passion and lust and love to somebody that wants to actually draw love to their life or enhance the love that they already have. You can tell the difference between the male and the female candles because actually the men have penises, which is always good. And this particular spell, this is actually an old world spell, okay? So this spell's been around forever.
Forever.
And this is one of those spells that Richie and I teach in our class. So it's not something very common that you'll hear all the time. It's very secretive, but we wanted to show our public and our viewers a really cool magical spell.
Now, these male candles here, you can't get at Yankee Candle or anywhere too common because they're shaped like a doll. So it's the same premise as a voodoo doll or a puppet. And this candle is going to actually represent the person who you want to send the love spell to, or the person who you want to enhance your love with.
Or your sex magic with. And remember, most of these items can be purchased at Practical Magic
Here on Staten Island.
The only witch shop on Staten Island.
So, if you want to give an example, or...
Absolutely. So what we do is we actually take the man candle, and you want to take the wrapping off, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so it's good. It's off. And you want to write the person's name on the back of the candle. So what you'd want to do is you would probably just want to etch the name of the person that you want to bring in. We never want to harm anybody with our magic, so if the situation isn't right and isn't correct, you're not going to get it. I don't care how many candles you burn, if something's not right and correct, you're not going to get it. So what you want to do is you want to take the pen, or you could take a knife or a pen, and you can write the person's name in. So
but Mark, what if you don't have a guy's name, and you just want to do a candle for a nude person?
So if you just want to do a candle for a new person, honestly, what I would do is either you could leave it blank, or you can just take it and you could put a big check mark on the back. Because what the check mark does is that will draw and bring a check mark. Like if you wanted to write a list of qualities of a person that you want to bring into your life, and you want to put a check mark next to it. So put a nice big check mark and say, I want to draw someone new into my life.
Perfect.
Any other suggestions?
You can also draw a heart on it, or even put your name on the person's candle so that it draws the right person to you. If you do a love candle with your own name, it's not putting a love spell on yourself. It's just going to draw a lover to you.
And for some reason, I swear, this one bought this for me. Just saying.
And I bought it here at Practical Magic.
So, what you want to do is you want to put the person's name on it, and then you probably want to use an oil. So what we like to do here at our shop is we make all the oils ourselves with all the proper ingredients. This is actually a love potion. And in this love potion that Richie's going to hold for us, this has ylang ylang, it has rose oil,
strawberry, which is very great for love.
Anything that's ruled by Venus will draw love. So any oils that are ruled by Venus will draw love to us. And we just want to take some of these pretty rose petals too, and we want to drop some in because this is going to also enhance the power and enhance the magic. All the ingredients that we use are the correct ingredients.
And there's a reason why people send red roses to the people who they love.
You might also want to put a drop of honey. Honey sweetens the deal.
Yeah.
Honey makes everything sweet and everything more powerful. We use honey in all our candle magic. So what we do is, we're just going to put a drop of that honey right in there.
It's good.
And sometimes it does take a little bit of time to get the honey going, but as you can see, it's dripping down. It's dripping in.
And all of the hard work that we're doing here, we
There
do
we go.
already. And pre-package all of our potions, all of our oils,
Perfect.
so that you don't have to. And then we're going to give this a little swirl. And then what you can actually do is you can use the one that we had already made. That one?
Absolutely. Okay. So this is going to charge, and this is going to mix up all the perfect and wonderful ingredients. And then we're going to take our potion, which is this potion, but we already have it done.
Should you start from the top or start from the bottom of the candle?
Well, what we like to do is sometimes, it depends on the tradition that we're doing. With me, is I always like to start at the bottom, because I feel as if we start at the bottom of the candle, we send out the spell, and then we draw it back. So what you want to do is start at the feet, anoint the candle up, bring it back down to your heart. Send it up, bring it back down to your heart. And you want to anoint the candle about 3 times, because 3 is a very magical number. Now, here's the fun part.
You can feel his abs.
I thought you were going to say something else. You want to take pins, or little needles. And what you want to do is you want to put the pins or the needles in the appropriate areas of the candle.
Don't go crazy with them, but just in the special areas that you want to work with the actual magic. So the first one would be
In the head.
so that the person thinks of you and that your spell goes right to their brain.
And you always want to say, you'll think of me in a right and correct way.
Not harmful, not harming them. The next place would be the
Mouth.
mouth. So that they only speak kind words of you,
And to you.
and it opens up the communication from them to you as well.
A lot of times when we do spells, you always want to make sure the communication between the other person is right and correct.
Communication truly is key. Something else that you can do is you can also dip the pins into the oil as you put them into the candle, so that it's putting the actual, the essence of the potion inside the candle as well.
It'll enhance it.
So the third pin would go into the heart.
And this is to draw pure love from that person to you. It binds the hearts together. This is my favorite one, the 4th one,
Yes.
because that goes in the penis. And we'll put a little extra oil on that one.
This is a guaranteed,
Tried and true
love spell.
So we want to take it, and we don't want to harm anyone.
No.
So we say, as we put this into the penis, this will bring lust
And sexual desire.
in a safe and correct way. And this is so mote it be. The last pin, we want to just put it in the back of the candle. That will ensure grounding, but that will also ensure that when we send out the spell, nothing negative and nothing bad will happen. And it goes right into the back area.
It's almost like a candle acupuncture.
So it has all the right areas that we want to, that we want to affect. You want to affect the brain, the mind, the mouth, the heart, the penis, the back. Because when we do spells, we're conjuring, but also manifesting through our own thought process and our own thought pattern. This is such an easy spell, and there's no wrong way to do it. People say, oh, do I have to put the pin in a certain direction, a certain area? You don't. You do it this way, you leave it, You light it. I'd actually light it on a full moon.
Yes, light it on a full moon. But if the need is urgent, you can light it any day. Preferably on a Friday for love. The other thing that you can do is the pin that you would put in the back. If it's a man who you already have, like a husband, who you want to make sure stays faithful and stays in a happy and loving relationship with you, you put the pin in his feet. And what that does is it nails him down, it grounds him, and it keeps him yours.
It makes him stay.
So, how would you light this candle?
So this particular candle, you would never want to use a match.
Never.
Because matches contain sulfur. And sulfur would be for more of a banishing spell. So what you'd want to do is use a lighter. And I know we have a lighter here somewhere. And
back.
What that's going to do is that's going to actually kind of put the energy into it. When we do our spells and we do our magic, the more magical you feel, the more of the intent we're going to bring into our lives. The more intent, the more goodness we're going to bring. Also, sometimes I use tarot cards with my spells. This particular tarot card is a Two of Cups, which draws love. And you may want to place it right underneath that candle. Put it right on top like this. I'm back. So he's always doing something. He's always doing something. Every 2 seconds I gotta call him. Alright.
Well,
are you ready, Rich?
I make you look good.
Are you ready, Rich?
Yes, I'm ready.
I make me look good.
Wait, so before you and I light this, let's just make sure that it's not for anything.
Right, so universally, this candle is gonna enhance the love between Richie and myself, and enhance our business and all good things between the two of us.
Because so mote it be.
So mote it be.
Because a lot of times when we do spells for our clients, the first thing that we don't want to happen is them to fall in love with us. So we always seal it and make it like.
And you know how many
fixed.
people fall in love with me? Just saying. Just saying. So what we want to do is, since we're doing it together, because it would be a love spell for the two of us, you take it and you light the flame. And you send that spell out into the cosmos to do our bidding. Let the candle fully burn out. When it's done, take the wax, bury it outside. You can bury it in a park, you can bury it in your front lawn, but just bury it. Don't obsess about it.
Don't.
Let it come to you. When you do a spell, especially a love spell, let it come to you. And if the pins fall, that's fine.
Good.
It's fine. Some people get so worried about, oh, if the pins are going to fall out. Once it starts burning, they're going to fall out.
Burn your candle on a heat-proof dish, wrap it in a piece of tin foil. After it all melts, you wrap it up, it's easy cleanup.
You're good to go.
Now, Mark, the other question that I have is that can you sprinkle herbs around the candle to enhance it?
Absolutely. You can, if you wanted, you could take some rose petals. And if you have your heat-proof dish, you just kind of drop them around the candle, always going in a clockwise manner, because that will draw to us. You can use Damiana. Damiana is great for sex and love. See, it all depends on what you want to do and what you want to bring. Nettle.
This is great.
But if you're just doing something general, just to draw love or to enhance love, rose petals work great. If somebody buys you roses, and it's at someone special, save the roses. Let them dry out.
Hang them upside down, let them dry.
Put them in a mason jar when they're done. Break them up like this. Keep them for further magical use. It's perfect.
With the image candles too, if they don't burn down all the way, don't panic. It just shows that there's more work that needs to be done. If it stops around the heart area, he needs to open up his heart a little more. If it stops around the area of his penis, maybe the sexual tension has to be a little broken.
Maybe.
Maybe.
All these spells will enhance your life. I promise. These spells work. This is also another love spell that we do. These are called pull-out candles. And what we do with the pull-out candles is basically you anoint them with the special oils, with the special properties. You may want to put some rose petals in the bottom. You're going to put some honey in the bottom. And then you're going to carve into the candle. Once you carve into this beautiful candle, it should look like this.
It's the same premise because it's, what's that word that you always say?
Which one?
About the kind of magic?
Candle magic?
Sympathetic magic.
Oh, sympathetic magic.
So if you're not comfortable with having a man candle burning in your home, we can do candles just like this and make them just as beautiful.
Remember, you don't have to be a great artist. With me, as I'm not a great artist at all. Richie does the candle carving. Me, they look like stick figures. But they still work because it's the intent that we put into the candle. So if you're not a great artist, don't go crazy. Don't worry about it. Put a couple of little sketches on it, a little bit of glitter. Glitter makes everything look pretty.
It does.
And then you put it in and you light it. And this candle will last you for about 7 days. And like I said, you can add tarot cards to the bottom. You can put them right on the bottom of the candles and let them burn. You can call upon your guardian angels, your gods, your goddesses, whoever you think is looking down on you to help you with your magic. Work with that energy. I love, love, love candle magic because it's so easy. My viewers that watch me on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, they ask me all the time, what's the easiest form of magic? It's candle magic. Candle magic is great. Also, too, a very simple money spell. You may say, you know what, I need to enhance my career. I just need a little extra money in my life. Take a green candle. Some success potion. You might want to just bring a little bit of more money, a little bit more career. And you take the candle and you just add the potion to it, right?
Yep.
Anoint it from the bottom up, top down, bottom up, top down. A little bit of honey, bottom of the candle. Take this, drop it in, and you got yourself a money candle.
Honey isn't just for love spells. It's to sweeten up deals for finances, for career, sweeten up your boss, sweeten up your bank, sweeten up your pockets.
Green, the color green, it's growth. So it's going to make things grow. It's going to make your money flow grow. It's going to make your employment grow. Your resume. And if you're doing a spell for a new career, take your resume,
put it
underneath the candle. A simple candle like this, simple candles and simple spells and potions work. This now we're going to infuse for a few days, and now this becomes
a potion.
A potion. This becomes a love potion. As witches, we can do this. As witches, we take control of what we want and how we want to do it.
And empower. Empower is the word. You want to empower yourself. You want to empower the people around you. And influence.
Ego's not a dirty word.
It's not.
Ego is to be worked with. If you're doing something with a pure, good intent, it's great. And we have so many different candle colors and so many different spells that we can do. Fertility spells, money spells. We had a client that just came to us and her daughter was trying to get pregnant for the longest time.
For a long time.
I did a reading for her. I said, give me until December. I did the reading. Richie did the candle work. We put it together. January 1st, I got a phone call. No joke.
Pregnant.
She's pregnant. So spells enhance our lives. They enhance our magic. Work with it. Do your magic.
Embrace it.
Love it. And remember, the key to all magic, especially money magic and love magic, is self-esteem. Know that you're worth this final outcome. Because if you feel or you doubt for a second that this man's not good for me, this woman's not good for me, this job's not good for me, you're Xing it out. You have to know this is for me
and
I deserve it. And you will have a beautifully enhanced, enriched life. I promise.
No doubts in magic.
Magic works. Practical magic works.
Mark and Richie work.
Good team. Good team. Richie!
Mark! So until next time,
we'll see you soon.
Very soon.
And we hope you enjoyed our little YouTube demonstration of candle magic.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
And let's make small talk, like warm on the audience is clapping.
And I can do the love bags too. It's all about the magic, but this one was really cool.
This
one was
like